So apparently my connection was mm, okay. I'm back, y'all. I don't know who else gonna join me back. I am so sorry. Mostly everyone said good night. Ah, well that's okay. It is late. Way later than most of them. Except for Ange. And it's super early in the morning. It's like 6 or 7 in the morning in the UK. And if it just ends up being me and you, well, if I want, I can just call you. By the way, when I told you last night, Priscilla, that I was getting off the phone because I was tired, I was gonna go sleep. I really did try to sleep. I drank sleepy time tea. I took my muscle relaxer. Hi, Charlene. I did all that, and once my back quit hurting, my restless leg kicked in, so I didn't sleep. And she came back. It usually is me and you, yes. And last night, I did tell you I was going to sleep. How are you, Charlene? I don't know because I was messing with my computer. If you were here for earlier when my computer got possessed, but it did get possessed. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Um, Nice to see you too, Charlene. Well, I can't see you. You can see me. I want to do a Zoom so we can see everybody. Oh, you just got here. Well, I did one just a little bit ago, and I didn't say any bad words, but I really wanted to. I'm not touching the cursor. I can see it now. It's right there. You can't see where my fingers. It's right there. But I'm afraid if I try to move it, I don't know what's wrong with my computer tonight, but it's acting stupid. And y'all missed it because the girls, even though they're 19, were singing Veggie Tales right after I shut it down. Oh no, not a Zoom. I don't know how to do a Zoom. I gotta look it all up. So I don't know how to do a Zoom, but I want to do a Zoom eventually. I I just don't know how. I gotta figure out how. Oh, sorry, I was listening to my kids. She wants to Zoom. I wish I was fast enough to Zoom. I think it'd be cool because like most of us have channels, but like Karen doesn't have a channel, Priscilla doesn't have a channel, and some people watch but they don't have a channel. We could see them and hear their voice. And then there's some channels I watch simply because their voices are peaceful to me. I'm pretty sure I have you, don't I? I'm gonna look, Charlene. Not on there because it'll do something stupid. But let me make sure. I'm pretty. Yeah, I have you, Charlene. In fact, if I remember right, someone recommended you. I'm new on YouTube. Start my channel December 6th. I'm leaving something. Yeah, I'm still learning. I started in November. I think the beginning of November, and there's a lot to learn. Night, Tammy. I'm just gonna say I'm your twisted sister. That's what I'm gonna say. Tammy, my twisted sister. But yes, good night, Tammy. And I'm praying for your husband. Is it okay if I ask them for prayers? Well, not your hubby, your boyfriend, your other half. Um, Sandy's back. Um, sure. Okay, so Tammy's husband used to be a diabetic, and he had bariatric surgery like I did. Well, if you watched her video, but if not, when you're bariatric surgery, diabetes usually reverses. In fact, mine turned into the opposite. Like my blood sugar goes too low. but you still have a lot of the problems left over from diabetes. And so they had gotten him some special shoes, and then they caused a soreness, but so he's having to do wound care. And so Tammy, he needs prayers. Um, Tammy's boyfriend does, because they're afraid he might lose his toe. Awesome, Charlene. But yes, so that's what's going on. Her boyfriend needs prayers, and she asked last night for prayers for him on her video. And oh, Charlene, I was just listening to you. Okay, Charlene, all of them heard part of your video where you're talking about. I haven't got to watch your. Is it your last video? I knew your name sounded familiar. Yes, your "Where Have I Been" was just playing while I couldn't get on my live. They could see me and they could hear me, and yeah. But so I, I haven't got to watch. I was on here, so I haven't got to watch your channel. I do know I I I was trying not to cuss at the computer. Yeah, you just did it. I was trying not to cuss at the computer, and your video was playing, and I was trying to listen because I heard something about being sick, and I couldn't figure out if you were at the hospital or not, or if you will be going to the hospital. But so yeah, Charlene needs prayers too. I'm blurry. That's my internet for one, Priscilla. Have you been drinking? Maybe it's too many shots of tequila. Maybe it's not me. Maybe it's you. Not really, y'all. She's not drinking. Oh, Linnea's back. You have you have had some shots, Priscilla. Well, yes, hit the subscribe and the like buttons. I actually remembered. I didn't on this video, but yesterday I remembered. I don't know if that really tells people to subscribe, but I tried it. I don't know. Um, no, you're lame. Well, not doing shots of tequila does not make you lame, but I just thought maybe that's why I was blurry. Go to wound care 2 days a week. Okay. Yeah, who have the feet surgeries due to diabetes. So I will pray for Tammy's honey. Yeah, I know your story. And then but I heard the part about your wound vac, but I was trying to not cuss at the computer and listen to what your video was saying. And so yeah. This is a dry hug. Was on my way to bed and saw you were live. Just needed to send my love. Thank you, Sandy. And yeah, I didn't say any bad words. I'm very proud of myself because there was a lot running around my head because the stupid computer. And yeah, I'm behind on all my videos. So I think I'm gonna take 1 day a week. Like I try to watch out everybody regularly. I do the same thing. Your text said way different. What I texted you and what came out of my mouth were different, Priscilla. Shh. They think I'm a sweet little angel. Don't tell them any different. So, what was I saying? Oh, I try to I binge watch YouTube. Like if I'm hurting real bad or I got a headache, I just put it on my TV. I cast it onto my TV and I watch it. But I think I'm gonna take like 1 day a week to watch one person. They're all their videos all the way through, like from the beginning, because then you get to know somebody and then it kind of sticks in your head. So I think I'm gonna do that. The Blue Wrench group, yes. That's because I watch you guys' videos. I know you can be trusted. It's true. I'm an angel. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Priscilla, she doesn't have proof because we didn't have video access to video as much. So it's just her word against mine right now. So she could screenshot what I. Let's not do that. But yeah, I'm gonna try to catch up and like get to because like Granny D, I knew who Granny D is because okay, this is Granny D caught my attention because she was reading the Little House on the Prairie series. That was my favorite books when I was a kid. So I started watching her, and then of course I saw her other videos. I for sure, thank goodness, like I think some things I wish I had a video or a picture of like my mom and my dad, like we have access to now, like in the younger years. But then I think I did a lot of crazy stuff when I was in my 20s, and I'm glad there was no cell phones out videotaping me. It'd been some crazy stuff. Oh. So what's the weather like there where y'all are at? Priscilla's in the same town as me, so I know she got snow. Charlene, yes, I found a lot of friends. Like some people I watch and I just am in awe of, like Bagaday, Crystal Bagaday. Like I'm in awe of her. Like her brain is crochet genius. And then the fact that she can videotape all that. Cool and cold and windy here. Well, we get a lot of wind in New Mexico. And we had wind earlier when I had to be out and about, and then it snowed when I got home. So I'm glad it waited for the snow, but and no, Priscilla doesn't have a channel HD. I'm trying to get her to make one because she makes wreaths. So I'm gonna drag her on a few of my videos. And I'm gonna convince her because she's self-conscious. I told her she shouldn't be. I do mine in my pajamas. Well, we don't really get enough snow, so I'm not mad about this snow. I'm not upset about it. I've got like a paranoia from that like 3 years ago when we got an ice storm and we literally were stuck at home with no electricity, and I got kind of my anxiety was bad. But we needed the moisture, rain or snow, whatever. We needed it. So I'm not mad about it because we've got dandelions growing already. It did not get cold enough this year. So that's all that. What is it? Global warming, I guess. South Carolina is 50s and 60s in the day, goes to 40s at night. Heck, I've done a video in my hospital bed. I know you had, and I admired you for that. I really did. Um um yeah, we've been getting down in the 20s, Charlene, which is kind of cold for New Mexico to do on a regular basis because even when it snows, we don't usually get down in the 20s, but we've had cold nights, but we haven't had the precipitation. Kelly's back. Well, guess what, Kelly? You had a glitch earlier. Everybody had a really good laugh. Did y'all see Tracy? Crochet Rocks is doing another giveaway. It's some hooks. You caught the end of it? Well, right after, before I came back on, I was not. I messaged Priscilla some bad words. I was mad. I don't know what was going on. My cursor is behaving now, so we'll see. I was hoping Beto would get on, but she's just been having a hard time. So I've been thinking about her, and I was hoping Bridget would. So I was gonna say we could sing happy birthday, but I'll be the only one that y'all can hear. I love to hear her talk too. I love well, and Ange because of their accents. Yes. See, and I want to try using the smaller hooks. I actually do have. I have to show y'all sometime. I have some that were my mom's. This tiny steel hooks. I really want to try to do doilies, but I need to see the eye doctor. I don't think my readers are going to kick it for that little bitty thread. Well, maybe if I win HD, I'll send them to you. No, you have beautiful accent, Ange. I love it. Like, because, I'm country. I don't send anything like y'all. Raining, turning into snow. I'm hurting all over. I haven't been on YouTube. Yeah, well, my back was hurting, but it's been doing that for days. Well, since my last live, I went to the doctor. If you haven't watched my videos, they don't know what's going on. I meant to call today to see if they saw anything in my x-rays, but my back is killing me. And she thinks because my neck is hurts too, and then my migraines, that the scalp thing I had going on. Yeah, I've heard yeah, HD I like different accents. Like even from United States, we all have like uh different accents here in New Mexico. Well, in the United States, not New Mexico. And so there's some accents that I just really I gotta think for. I gotta think for accents that are different than mine, I guess I could say. But yeah, my back was hurting, but that's got nothing to do with the weather today. It's been nonstop stop all week. Well, not nonstop. It's hurt every day all week. And I also have neck pain. My scalp goes numb. So she did x-rays because she thinks there's some nerve stuff going on, but she need to take x-rays. And then the next step is physical therapy. And that way she can get the insurance to pay for an MRI. ASMR, um, yeah, my friend used those patches, Kelly, and they didn't do any good. ASMR, Priscilla, is uh they're noises that are oh, you explain it, Kelly. Oh, my ring. This is actually my first engagement ring. Sleep music, waves, rain. It's stuff that noises that are calming to you. Like some people like to hear chewing. They do ASMR videos and they do it with a special microphone. My husband has one and you can hear everything very I'll look up some videos for you, Priscilla, when we hang out next time. Just remind me. But I have a lot of the rain ones, the music ones. I have them on like my Pandora and stuff, and they seem to help some. And the twins, when they go to bed, they turn it on to sleep. Because Lizzie has to block stuff out to be able to sleep. But thank you, Linnea. This is actually my first engagement ring. And they're big on me because my fingers swell. So if they're not big enough, then this was my first engagement ring and it was really big, so it fit on this one. I watch Forensic Files to go to sleep most of the time. So probably a sociopath or something. I have the perfect murder up here. Not that I want to murder anyone or that I would admit it. I I don't know if y'all have watched TD Jakes. I used to fall asleep to him, but a lot of times it's mostly Forensic Files. Like I don't know how many times I've watched all the seasons all the way through. But this is my engagement ring and my I got this last Christmas. This was that was the first one. And I was happy with it, but the hubby decided I needed a new one. And they're loose on my fingers. What I was going to tell you was because y'all that have arthritis and stuff know your fingers swell, can't get it off. And I didn't want, if I ever needed to go to the hospital, to them to have to cut my rings off. Or if my fingers swelled so much, we had to cut it off. So I'm good with it being loose. I was gonna, who else doing yarn bingo? Well, yarn bingo and what is it? Yarn bingo, and then chronically crocheting has one going. Well, girls, I'm going to try to sleep. Y'all have a good night. Hugs to, good night, Charlene, and I'll go watch your video when I get off here because I gotta catch up on because I was out and about all day, and so I didn't get to watch because I usually play it in the car, but I was in counseling today. Starts with a B. I hope you're feeling better soon, Charlene. I'll say a prayer for you. Um, but I'm trying to. I was gonna try to do yarn bingo, and then chronically crocheting has one that is for scrap, and like she decides what we make each time. Is Priscilla going to bed? That's all right, Priscilla. I'll remember. It's all right. Good night. Her honey's home tonight, so I guess she can leave. She's got my permission. I'm gonna drag her on my video on Monday. Watch, I'm gonna videotape her somehow. I'm sorry, guys. I might not be on much longer. I didn't sleep last night. I had a well, I was talking earlier, my back hurt real bad when I went to bed. And so then I took my muscle relaxer, a tramadol, I think that's all I took. Anyway, I took those. Oh, he's watching me. Hi, Ernest. But and then once my back finally let up from spasming, um, my my restless leg kicked in. So I was awake most of the night, and then I got up. I tried to nap. It didn't work. I had counseling today, and I really needed to go. Well, I don't take tramadol often, but every once in a while I take it. I was starting a new whip for that blanket. I won't buy it again. Hurts my hands. I had trouble. I thought I was the only one that had trouble working with that really big yarn. Excuse me. I thought maybe it was just me. I bought some really big blanket yarn, Mainstay, because it was on clearance at Walmart. And I'm real scared to use it because the bigger yarns always make my hands hurt. But I found some slippers that I thought would be really cute. So I don't know. I'll who knows. Priscilla uses it for wreaths. She says I'll stay and listen with headphones. Okay. You don't have to though, because you need your sleep. How's your mom doing, Priscilla? Yeah, I like threes and fours. Smaller than a three, I have trouble seeing it. and bigger than a 4. I can do a 5, but it starts to bother me, and a 6 hurts my hands. So I thought I was the only one. So now I know I'm not alone at least. I can see it great. I'm glad your mom's better. She has dialysis tomorrow, right? Trying to go. Wow, you're on morphine, and my mom was on morphine in the end for the COPD, but that was because her body was hurting and because it was supposed to. Bye. Good night, HD. It helped her re- relax. The morphine did. Jump from a 4 to a 6. Yeah, that 6 is big, and I can see it great, which is wonderful. But I can't. My hands cramp up. But there's some stitches that do that to my hands too. I can't remember what it was. Oh, a pair of slippers I made. The first pair of slip. Okay, I didn't make a pair. I made one slipper. I was making slippers for Priscilla's mom, and I made this one pattern. And it was a lot of. You were in there real tight, and it was a lot of front post. I don't know what all stitches. My hands were killing me. Thank you, HD, and you have a good night. Sweet dreams. I'm up to 266 subscribers, guys. I was excited. I didn't think I'd even hit 100. Then when I hit 100, I really thought I never hit 200. So I was pretty happy when I saw that today. And I'm not one of these that I want a bunch of people to subscribe. Like, I want you to watch me because you like my videos, you know? I take morphine for pain, but it's a low dose. I'm tempted to go into the ER. The pain is driving me crazy nonstop. I was tempted to do that with my back, and I got in to my doctor, and of course she can't. I could go to the emergency room. They could give me something that would help with my back for a couple days, like high powered something. But it's it the it's something's wrong with my back really bad, and so I am hoping my doctor's real good about running the tests that she's able to run that the insurance will pay for, and then doing what she needs to do, you know, to so that I can get my other tests done. So that's a good thing. Um, so I'm hoping. I already know that I've got a bunch of stuff wrong with my. Thanks, Priscilla. I was pretty excited. Hard to believe that many people want to see my face, or that I have that much to say. Because I don't talk about crochet. Well, we're not even talking about crochet right now. But that's what I like about a lot of the channels. Like I can't just do crochet. Okay, Linnea, have a good time out on the town. Live it up for me. Do a happy dance. I can't do a big happy dance because my back hurts. But do a little happy dance while you're out. Yes, I never thought I'd be doing vids and lives, and bam, I have over 600. I saw that. I'm gonna do shout outs Sunday. I'm gonna start doing under 500s, and then once I get through all them, I'm gonna start doing shout outs for ones that are under 1,000. I'm gonna try to have a method to my madness. Yeah, I love my yarn. I mean, I'm kind of like Crystal, like as far as yarn, but for one, I don't make patterns. And like Linnea, if you watch the Crafting Trooper, she does all kinds of crafts. I'm not like that either, but I feel like, well, I started my channel to do mental health and to do crocheting, and so, and people that want to watch me, I'm thankful for it. And if they don't, no big deal. Um, and I'll keep doing my channel until I feel like, oh, you're driving, so you're the you can still dance. You can shake your tushy. Although we've already talked about how Neva can't dance unless she's had a few, and Neva hadn't drank in March will be literally I haven't even had a sip of alcohol. Like I haven't been intoxicated in well over a year. And I have not had even a sip of alcohol. This March will be a year. I had a sip of my daughter's margarita. She turned 21 last March. So, hi, Ida. And I really appreciate everybody that watches me. Linnea, it, if I can do a live, you can do a live because you are way more, well, organized or however you want to put it than I am. I'm loony. But, so Linnea, I think you should do a live. I need to start making a schedule. Like I need to put it in my phone when everybody, because Kelly usually does hers regularly. I did give Kelly a shout out on Sunday because I know she does lives regularly. Well, that's actually good, Kelly. Um, my husband, I'm not gonna say I didn't have a problem with alcohol. I, I do have a habit of self medicating, but it was like if I started drinking, I always drank to get drunk. It wasn't just a sip here and there. Of course, I'll be your moderator. But well, if I drank, it was to get drunk. Drunk. It wasn't just to oh, I'm gonna have a sip. But I didn't. My husband is an alcoholic, and I think we've talked about that before. So when he quit drinking, I quit drinking a lot. And like I wouldn't, but every once in a while, somebody like have a sip of this, and then I got to feeling guilty because if he was going to quit drinking, then even if he wasn't around, I didn't feel right, even though he'd tell me I could drink. You don't have to drink. That's not part of life. And so, and my dad was an alcoholic and my grandma was an alcoholic. And I can see how the drinking, um, I don't drink and I say I'm sober, but I will, uh, I, uh, I do try edibles. Have you tried edibles, Kelly? Because they do help me. They at least help me enough that I can relax and go to sleep. And they have ones, medical Mary Jane, there you go. Yes, the drinking will. It will cause more problems because pain meds already affect your liver. And then if you start drinking, you're doing damage. Awesome. Thanks, Linnea. But they have edibles now. Well, then that makes sense that you can't. If they do make it legal, I will tell you that I've learned so much, and part of it is that they have ones that are, um, how do you put it? They're geared towards. Okay, they have some that they've. How do you put it? There's some that are for anxiety. There's certain strains that are for pain, and they really do help. And I still remember the first time I tried one, an edible, that it was. I felt like I slept on a cloud. Like I hadn't because when I sleep, I always toss and turn because I start aching on one side, I have to flip over, and I felt like I was on a big old cloud. Should be making happy brownies. Yeah, happy brownies are good. They're expensive. I hate how expensive they are, but here we have medicinal, and right now you can get approved for like anxiety, pain, PTSD. There's certain things that it is legal for. And but the word is that New Mexico is about to make it just legal statewide. So, um, oh shoot, yeah, it'll be a while before they legalize it there. And me and my husband, the first night we met, I tried my first pop brownie. I didn't eat a whole one. I have all those too, Kelly, and then some. So, um, but they're talking about making don't they have medical marijuana? They have them here in New Mexico, but they're talking about making it legal, like in Colorado, where they just have dispensed like. And honestly, people, it doesn't matter if it's legal or not legal. People are smoking weed, and Colorado, from what I hear, has gotten themselves out of debt with taxation on marijuana and whatnot. It's so dang expensive. I do know if you get your card, you can grow so many plants, but it takes a lot to make the canna butter and stuff to make the edibles, but I sure would learn how. CBD, I've heard that you have to have the really high dose that actually contains THC for it to do any good, Kelly. I thought CBD did something too, and I gave it to my mom because of her COPD, and it was the highest dose of CBD I could get at the smoke shop. Um, I and I gave it to her. It didn't do anything. And then there's another lady. There's a friend of mine that now has COPD, and I had gone to visit her when she got out of the hospital, and she said that you actually have to have like almost twice the dose that my mom had, like twice the potency of the CBD, and it also has to contain THC because she has her medicinal license. So the regular CBD doesn't, because I even tried it when I bought it for my mom. I tried it for my pain and to be able to sleep. Yeah, you probably smoked a strain. There are strains that will make you anxious, and there are strains, but I don't like to. I don't, unless that's all I can get a hold of. I won't. I do have a connection. I used to smoke weed too, and like regularly. That's when it was bad for me because I did it to escape. Now I do it so I can sleep and relax. And if I'm real anxious, um, I don't smoke it now unless that's all I can get. I have a connection who gets the kind that's for anxiety and for pain. Um, but I mine is the COPD running in my family. No, it's not cigarettes, but anything you take into your lungs is bad for you that you smoke, inhale that way. And I already used to smoke cigarettes, and I just, seeing my mom made me real paranoid about it. It's just a smidgen and off to sleep I go. Yeah, that first edible I had, Linnea, with LJ, I passed out. We had gone out. It was the first night we met, but I was with his, not sister-in-law, but his brother has a child with her. Anyway, and so we all went back to hang out at his house, and I passed out on the couch. I was gone. Homemade weed brownies. Um, some really are geared. Uh, I've never had one take my pain all the way away, but it does help me relax at night, like so that I can sleep because it takes okay, if I'm in severe pain, it doesn't take the pain away. But if I'm having the night where I'm tossing and turning because the aches, I can sleep. That's the one thing it does do for me. So I only smoke it at night because I don't need to be going around half asleep, or the world does not need to see me stoned. I, I did a college paper on medicinal marijuana when it was first, like, and my English teacher even told me, because we had to pick a controversial subject to write a paper on. And I did it, and when I told her what I was doing it on, she goes, "Well, you can do it on that, but you're probably not gonna get a good grade because I don't believe marijuana in any type of situation." So I did really deep research and, like, deep research. I actually got an A+ on the paper and a compliment from the teacher. She said, I really was very naive about the benefits of marijuana. I just thought it was a bunch of stoners wanting to get it legalized." Um, Kelly, I don't know if Missouri has passed it or not, but my cousin had the same problem. Like, a lot of the states were legal, but she has seizures, and the doctor had told her that none of the meds were working for her, and the only thing he had left was marijuana, but that it wasn't legal in Missouri. And he actually told her to get it illegally and try it. So, but I know my mom used the hand cream, and it helped with her finger pain from her arthritis. But I don't like the high feeling either. That's why I use it before I go to bed. I used to enjoy it, apparently, because I was a stoner. I'll admit that. I was a well, before I got pregnant with my when I got pregnant with my oldest daughter, I'll say it that way, I was high and drunk all the time. But apparently I was trying to run away from some stuff in my head. I was self-medicating. And then when I got pregnant with her, I quit everything. And then I was anti everything for a long time. Oh, wow, Linnea. Yeah, I remember you saying that about your sister getting T-boned. Potty break. I thought she was gonna call me a potty mouth, and I was like, no, I haven't said any bad words on here. Don't call me names. I agree. They shouldn't drive. Um, some people, well, okay, I love the people that drink and say, I'm a better driver when I drink. No, nobody's a better driver when they drink. Nobody's a better driver I'm a better rider when I'm high because I have very bad anxiety, asked Priscilla, when I'm riding in the car. I ride better, but that was, I tried to, I did try to drive high one time and I sat at a stop sign waiting for it to turn green. So that tells you no. Yes, the full body, that's what I tried. That's the first, like, it was a chocolate that I had, and I felt like I was floating. Like, it was amazing. I'm sure you did hear those bad words. I was real mad. Ugh, I didn't know what was wrong with my computer. And then today, people were being stupid. I do too, Linnea. Like, I used to. I used to use it to get high, but now I use it, like, if I'm going to bed or if okay, we made a trip to Albuquerque. Y'all don't know. Y'all aren't from New Mexico, but Albuquerque's crazy. And I'm from a tiny, like, not, I grew up in a village. That's what it's considered. Actually, I grew up in the country. And then when I was a sophomore, we moved to this place it's like considered a village. Who was being that way? Is it from my veins? Sorry. I enjoy the full body high edibles. Did I say something about being stupid? Probably me being stupid, but I meant like being. I don't know. I'm lost now. Anyway, oh, Albuquerque, where we've got like really, it's crazy traffic, and I did eat an edible before we left for there because I knew, but I wasn't driving. I won't drive when I'm high, and like I said, I only did it once. Um, Karen isn't in our live. I thought she'd join our live. Hmm. Um, but yeah, I did one time, and then I never drove when I was high again because I sat and waited for the stop sign to turn green. Yeah, we had that problem, Linnea, when we had moved back from Texas. Me and the girls, we got hit, and it was bad. And we weren't injured, but Rana had real bad PTSD for a while from it. Like we could not be in the car after dark. I don't know what we're talking about. I've been in I've been in two kind of bad accidents. One is when I hurt my back. That was when I was 18. That's why I've got the scar tissue and stuff. And that's probably what's part of what's wrong with my back, because that's what was wrong with my back all this time. There she is. I was just talking about you, Karen. I was like, because I saw your comments. I was like, I know she's on. I don't know how much longer I'll be on because I'm tired. In my back. I thought I had it remedied. Sorry, guys. Like y'all want to see the top of my head. Whew. Okay, that feels better. No, you're good. No, it's sad about your sister. We had a bad accident, but we were all lucky we didn't get hurt bad. But Rihanna did have really bad kind of PTSD from it. Like it happened at night, and for the longest, if we were in the car and it got dark before we got home, she'd go into a complete panic attack. So we're talking about all kinds of stuff, Karen. We're talking about car accidents and medicinal marijuana and the fact it snowed here. And yeah, you missed earlier my computer. You'd have thought it was stoned because it was doing a bunch of stupid stuff like the cursor. I couldn't find the cursor, and then it wouldn't do what it's supposed to, and they could see me and hear me, and I couldn't see them. And then other videos started playing. It was possessed. That's my story. I'm sticking to it. I was hoping Darla, the crafty yarn owl, would join us. I love her. Did y'all see her model that sweater the other night? I told her she did a great job. I just love her. She makes me chuckle. Of course, most of y'all do. I think me and Kelly could hang out. I don't know how many people would want to hang out with us, but I think we could hang out. And Linnea, she's like a sister from another mister. It was awesome, and I told her it was. Like I love to see Darla because I didn't realize that Darla she she actually her anxiety used to be so bad she couldn't leave the house, and she talked about having anxiety in one of her videos, um and about how she can't go to the Stitch Fest because she has anxiety. Well, travel. We were just talking. I got to be high to go certain places, like because I can't do the riding. People drive crazy. Like I said, I can drive on bad roads, but I don't trust other people because they drive stupid. We would have a blast. I think we all would. Like I watch some of these crochet channels. In fact, most of y'all, and I think, man, if we were all in one room, we'd be scary. Like to other people, we'd be funny and wonderful to us. Go off, so I go with the gang. LOL. It's like herding cats. Yeah. Um. But yeah. Uh. Could you imagine if we're all in one room? That'd be some scary stuff. Bye, Linnea. I love you. I will. If you're not busy tomorrow, maybe we can talk on the phone. Darla is funny. We're supposed to get together with Cindy from Cindy the Crochet. You know what? When you do, I want to see that because Cindy is cracks me up. Like, did y'all see when she took Lisa with her on her road trip? I'm thinking I'm gonna do that because I got some of my Christmas cards. I might have to just take them all and just say I'm taking a trip with y'all. Yeah, I understand, Kelly. I didn't make a video for a couple days, which I know we don't have to come on here every day, but I was really enjoying doing my videos. And then, well, I told you the 7th was my daddy's birthday, and the day after, I just didn't feel up to it. I and then the 15th is another bad day, so we'll see how I'm doing. But I like talking to y'all. The lives I enjoy because I get to actually like interact right then and there. But I like doing my videos. And I'm gonna get Priscilla to make some videos, even if I have to put her in my video. I want, yes, videotape it because I think that I have a feeling that Darla is just a a goof, and I love that about somebody. That she makes me laugh, and those freaking shadow boxes she makes are so cool. I want to make some. Like, she has me inspired to make some. Priscilla had said something. My friend Priscilla had said something about making some, and then I started watching Darla, and I was like, "Ah, that is pretty cool." I actually no, I'm not a little kid, but if my twins ever move out, they're 19. I don't think they're ever going to leave. But if they do, and I get the craft room I want to build a dollhouse with all that little bitty stuff. I think that's cool. I go into this that has all the miniatures and stuff, and like Dollar Tree when they come up with their. I did do a fairy garden this summer because I just really am all of a sudden into that little bitty stuff. But yeah, she's talented. She makes some cool stuff. Well, everybody is. I love to watch, and like everybody's posts. I was trying to do yarn bingo, and I think that I'm too. I think maybe January wasn't the month for me to try to be like, oh, I'll join in on all that stuff. Because January is a hard month for me anyway, and I haven't even crocheted in a couple days, and that's my husband asked me if I was okay, so I I need to get to crocheting because I do have a few orders that are not a hurry. But when they get done, sorry, when they get done, I have money that we kind of are in need of right now. But I can't seem to get a Crojo back. But yeah, I thought Darla would see me on live, but I don't know what time she's up. She just makes me laugh. And when she was modeling that sweater, it was the sweater anyway. And my husband was watching and cracking up. He likes her because he said she makes Priscilla's back. It's a party, y'all. Um, but my husband laughed when Darla was modeling. He said she looks like a friend of his mom's. I'm going to sleep. I need the heating blanket. Maybe it'll help. Good night, Neva. Good night, Kelly. Sweet dreams, and I hope you can sleep. I'm probably gonna be going pretty soon. I gotta stay on for a little while because Karen caught me. So, but I figured y'all would be going to bed because now it's after midnight here. So if Bridget gets on, I can sing her happy birthday. If not, I'm just gonna sing it on Miss Messenger. I'm gonna send her. That's what everybody wants is me singing happy birthday on your messenger. So don't let me know when your birthday is, because if you're on my Facebook, I'll sing to you on Messenger. Ange is the one that has to get up early. I'm thinking of a funny story time segment on my channel. Lighthearted to try to make people smile and laugh. Life goes so hard. I think that'd be fun. I think a funny story time. That's what I am gonna start a segment when I don't have like a FO or something. am gonna start Confessions of a Yarn Addict because we had talked. One of my videos had said, don't don't crochet and drive. But I can't lie, if I could find a way, I probably would. And I had told me and Darla had come up because I had told her that I said I can't lie. We were talking about driving and crocheting ain't a good idea. You shouldn't crochet and drive. I'm gonna make a bumper sticker. It says do not crochet and drive. Save lives. But um there are times when if I know I'm be in the bathroom a long time, I wish I could take my crocheting in there and and crochet. And then she said some confessions, so I think I might do. Maybe I'll do a live Confessions of a Yarn Addict where we all admit some crochet stuff we do. Good night, Ida. Thank you for joining. I was glad to see everybody. It was a few different people this time, and Vero didn't make it. Uh, I am a yarn addict. I love yarn. My kids think I'm so weird. I sniffed that hand-dyed yarn. I sniffed it all of Christmas. I kept sniffing it because it just smelled so good. And the fact it was yarn just made me happy. I still don't know what I'm gonna do with it because it's so tiny, but I'll find something. I'll make something. So yeah, and I am a yarn addict. All these people talking about going on a yarn ban, and I'm not doing that. I'm already trying to go sugar free, so I think I should just go without one addiction. So I still have caffeine and yarn, and I'd probably never give either one of those up unless God decides I should, or a doctor tells me. I'm glad you made it too, Karen. I've been thinking about you because I haven't seen any videos. Did you get my card yet, Karen? I was wondering that because Linnea, I mailed yours, Linnea's, and Angie's the same day. And Angie's in the UK. She got hers. Linnea got hers. She's in Washington, so that shouldn't have took as long. Well, and I have to cut it down because I don't have money. But I'm not going to sit and say I'm not buying any new yarn because I don't necessarily buy yarn because it's needed for a project. I just I'll save that for tomorrow shopping Saturday. I did buy some yarn to make a scarf for my daughter, but a lot of times when I buy yarn, it's just because it's pretty and it catches my eye. Like sparkly things catch Priscilla's eye. Well, yarn. I'm like, oh, look at that color. But no, I was wondering, Karen, if you got your card because Ange got hers. I mailed yours, Ange's, and Linnea's because Linnea's was a birthday card all the same day, I believe. And so I'm hoping you got it, but it's really weird because Ange actually got her card before her Christmas card before some of the people in Canada got theirs too. So you would think it would take as long to get to Canada. Maybe there's something weird going on. Yeah, I've been watching the mail for years too, Karen, and it didn't come today. I didn't get happy mail, but I didn't get sad mail. There's sad mail, that's bills. And then there's happy mail, and then there's just mail. I've decided. And today was a just mail day, which I'm thankful for. Anything that's not sad mail is okay. Happy mail's better though. I'm gonna make up a real cool dance and have LJ just. We were just talking about Crafty Yarn Owl, and she hearted one of my somethings, so maybe she'll see me live and pop on for a little bit. I know. I told my husband I was getting. Well, okay, so Ange sent me a card from the UK. I got excited about my Canada mail, and I got a card from Australia. Well, then I got a card from Ange, and I was so excited because I'd never gotten any mail from out of the country. So Canada was cool, and Australia was cool, and then I got a card from Ange, and I was so excited. I was like, I got a card from the UK. So then I told my husband, Ange, that you sent me a package. I was like, I'm getting a package from the UK this time. And he was like, "Really?" And I was like, "Yeah." I go, "I'm so excited." So I was happy for that. And then I found out I won Linnea's drawing or giveaway today. And I was like, because I always watch, there's certain people, like I try to watch for Karen. She hadn't been on in a while. Um, I watch for Ange. Like certain people, if they're not on, like, okay, Linnea does one, I think, every day. And so she's kind of how I start my day out. She does hers a little later than when I'm up. So it's perfect because usually I have breakfast made and then I watch Linnea. And then I try to catch Granny D every day, but I haven't lately because I've just been either real tired or busy at that time of the day. And then Darla doesn't come on. Happy Meal is exciting. I don't care if it's just a card. And she commented that um I'll be happy for a Christmas card in August. Like for one, because Christmas was my mom's favorite holiday. But if I got one in August, I would not think you were insane. I'd be like, I got a Christmas card, y'all. So yeah. Um, but my mom always gave me a card for every. I miss that on my birthday. That's the one thing I miss is okay, I miss a lot of things, but I miss the birthday cards. My mom always gave me one. Always. From when I was a kid up into adult. I always got a Christmas card until she couldn't get out and go shopping anymore. I always got not a Christmas card, a birthday card. So I miss her birthday cards. So when you guys send me even just a card, I get happy. Because my sisters don't send cards. And my one of my aunts and uncles, my Uncle Pete and my Aunt Dina, they sent me a Christmas card after I sent them one. But other than that, I didn't get anything from family, and so I miss my mama's birthday cards. Like I didn't miss them when she was here, when she couldn't shop anymore because she was still here. Now that she's gone, there's, it's weird how you miss the little things. And I miss her cards. So yeah, but I told LJ I was like, you better be watching for package. Mm, don't let nobody run off with it because we don't live in a bad neighborhood, but we do have people walking around sometimes, and I worry if they leave it on the porch. I did think about you over Christmas and stuff, Karen, because last year was my first Christmas without my mom. And I was borderline psychotic to people. Like LJ saw me probably at my craziest. I really lost my stuff. And then my first birthday without my mom wasn't, yeah, it was last March. This will be my second birthday without my mom. This March will. My second my second birthday or my first birthday without her. I hope I handle it better this year, but last year I stayed in bed all day. We were in the process of moving into this house, and I know my husband, it was part of my birthday present to start buying a house, but I was in bed and that's how we spent my birthday. Was he was finishing up getting everything out of the other house and I was in bed crying. I cried all day. I know that's not what my mom would have wanted, but I I tried to tell myself I wasn't going to react that way and I was going to be okay and I was going to make myself do this and it didn't happen. I was in bed. I cried all day. I missed her. My first birthday was the hardest. Christmas was hard. My birthday was harder. She's my very best friend. She's a very sweet lady. Sometimes sweet to a fault, but she was a very sweet lady. And she was my other half because until LJ, I never had a good guy. My kids' dads didn't stick around, so I raised them with my mom. It was me and my mom raising them. Literally, when Rihanna was born, it was me and my mom. My dad happened to, it was my dad um, was very sick at the time, but he ended up in the room when Rihanna was born. It's my oldest. And then he passed away that she was born in March and she passed away the next January. Or he passed away the next January, but my best friend Lisa, and my mom were there for Rihanna being born. And then with the twins, it was just me and her because my dad had passed by then. My sisters, Well, my one sister was watching Rihanna, and the twins were born on Thanksgiving, so didn't nobody want to go spend their Thanksgiving in a labor and delivery room. I didn't even want to be there. And so she was the one that was there from like literally when my kids took their first breath. She helped raise my kids, and so yeah, I have been too sad and I seen them both last year, and two fur babies, my sister and all this year. It has been too much. I understand. Vero hasn't been doing a lot of videos because she misses her dad, and she just got the holiday blues real bad. I think you get them worse when you miss somebody, and so I understand, Karen. I did Vlogmas trying to make myself not be sad because I was still sad, but to occupy my time. And I'm glad I did it because I got a lot more followers because my videos were always, but I'm not one of these that I'm striving for 1,000. I want to make good videos. I want to start making funny ones. In fact, oh, thank you, Karen. In fact, today when I was at Dollar Tree, there was some bacon flavored cotton candy. And I really thought about buying a bag and making a video where me and my husband try it and you can see our reactions. I want to start making some funny videos, some adventure videos. There's Shiloh from Alaska. She has a YouTube channel, and she did a real pretty one where she videotaped the scenery as they were driving through Alaska, and oh my goodness, she could see the mountains. It was beautiful. So when me and Priscilla, or me and LJ, or all of us, um, thank you, Priscilla. I don't know why you're proud of me. Maybe because I'm not in a mental hospital. I haven't murdered anyone. But I'm going to show the scenery of New Mexico. And are you talking about the cotton candy, Karen? Because I thought it'd be pretty funny. Because I don't, cotton candy has a lot of sugar in it, so I don't eat it on a regular basis. I love bacon, but the idea of bacon cotton candy sounds weird. But it's at the Dollar Tree, so I'm thinking of buying a bag and us trying it on camera for y'all. But yeah, I want to do scenery for y'all. But if you want to see what Alaska looks like, Shiloh from Alaska, I think that's the name of it. From Shiloh from Alaska. Yeah, I think that's what it is. Her mom has a yarn shop in Alaska. She does a YouTube channel. Um, I'll show you New Mexico. And Texas, because we go to Texas sometimes. But I'll show y'all the scenery. But Shiloh showed the Alaska. It was beautiful. Snow everywhere. I like looking at snow when it's not outside my window. It's very pretty, and the mountains were pretty. And so I thought, New Mexico, we don't have a lot of magnificent things to see, but our scenery is a lot different than Canada and the UK. We have a lot of desert and cactus and whatnot. So yeah. And usually I'm not driving when we're going to Albuquerque, and even don't drive in Albuquerque. So I could try to get me a good camera and I could videotape the scenery, because that would be nice to do. And I really enjoyed Shiloh's video. Like, I want to visit yes, tumbleweeds. That's what they're called, Ange. If I could ship you one, I would. Yes, dried up hedges. It's called tumbleweed. And some of them get really big, like as tall. Well, you can ask Priscilla, they get as tall as your car. And they can do some damage sometimes. And sometimes it's like a herd of them blow across the road. So, yeah. Yes, we have tumbleweeds. So I'll have to videotape those. I don't ever think about how we take that for granted. So I'll have to start videotaping stuff of New Mexico for you guys when the weather changes. Because right now, not nothing exciting, and I'm not going anywhere. Cool, really? Yep, it's called a tumbleweed. Some people actually make like tumbleweed Christmas trees. I wouldn't do it because they're dry and they catch on fire, but some people do it. So yeah, I'm gonna have to when I finally do get where I can send you a gift, and I'll make it like stuff from New Mexico, like things that you probably would think was really cool. But yeah, they're called tumbleweeds, and like it'll be like 10 of them sometimes blowing across the road in front of your car. And the big ones can damage your car if they hit, because our winds, we get like up to 60 to 70-mile-an-hour winds. And so if it blows something into your windshield, it can be bad. So, but yeah, I really enjoyed. I have I have a on my bucket list because I was born in Tacoma, Washington, but we left when I was 2. So on my bucket list is to go through California and visit where my mom and dad met, which I have to still try to find out because both of them have passed and they never told me. So I gotta try to find out from family and go up through California to Washington and visit Tacoma, Washington, where I was born. And then my daddy always wanted to go to Alaska and go deep sea fishing. I don't know if I'll go deep sea fishing, but I do want to visit Alaska in the summer, not the winter. And like that when yeah, we have certain parts of New Mexico that we have the deer problem. I found out more in Missouri that I took my mom to Missouri that the deer are more prevalent. But because of so many animals being displaced because of cities growing and stuff, we have a lot more deer out in front of the in the middle of the roads and stuff than we used to. But yeah, at night even is the worst with the deer. And we have antelope, we do have deer, and my friend said an elk went through her windshield. But I didn't even know we had elk in New Mexico. I'm not sure if we do. She might have been high because I'm not sure. I mean, something went through her windshield, but I'm still having a hard time believing it was an elk. But anyway, what had happened was, um, so, but I'll try to do some. Yeah, I wanna go visit Alaska. My daddy wanted to go, and he never got to, and so I wanna visit Alaska. I would love to meet Mad Mimi and Seta. I watch them too, and I love them. Mad Mimi cracks me up. And then, Karen, it's on my bucket list from Alaska and Washington to go to Canada. Because my husband, that was supposed to be like him and his best friend's 30th birthday thing. They were gonna go to Canada, and he didn't get to go. I can't remember the reasoning, but he didn't get to go. And I just always have wanted to visit Canada, and my twins want to go to Canada. So if I can get them to go on a road trip, which probably not, they don't really want to go on a road trip with their mom, but if I could get them to, they would be ecstatic to be going to Canada. They wanted to move to Canada. They, yeah, if they if they had the means, they'd pack their bags and move to Canada. Canada does look beautiful. Um, but I think places that I don't live are all of them. I watched Tracy. She took some pictures of some like stuff, and I just thought it was pretty. And I always think of England as rain, and I love rain. If I ever went to Canada, it would have to be when I knew that you and Darla could meet up with me. Like I want to meet Lisa and them, but you two are the ones that would be on my list. I would love to meet you in person too. I have a lot of respect for you, but I do for everybody. Like Ange. Ange and I have talked about like some stuff, and when I started my channel, um how do I put it? Growing up I always felt different. And then when I got to be an adult and I found out I was bipolar, I realized there was a reason for the things that I was going through, but I still felt all alone because some of my family was kind of like either they thought I wasn't really like that I was playing crazy. I'm not calling myself crazy, but that's how they put it. I was playing crazy. And when I ended up in a couple hospitals, I was taking a vacation. If any of you have been in a mental hospital, it always rains in Wales. Well, I think it's all beautiful. You guys have, I want to go to England, and I want to visit castles. That's what we don't have castles here at all, anywhere. If we do, it wasn't made back in the whatever days. So anyway, but my family actually said I was taking a vacation. If you've ever been in a mental hospital, it is not a vacation at all. So I just always, and so I found friends here and there throughout my life. Priscilla's one of them. My friend Lisa's been my friend since 7th grade. She's my oldest friend. And but not a lot of people, if you don't suffer from chronic pain or chronic illness or mental illness, a lot of people, it's one thing to not understand. You can't understand if you haven't gone through it, but a lot of people aren't sympathetic. My husband does not deal with the things I deal with, but he is very sympathetic to me. And without him, I wouldn't get, especially with my back hurting, nothing would get done. He did dishes yesterday morning for me. So, and he's very sympathetic, but not everybody is that way. Priscilla, when I tell her I don't feel good, I got a headache or something, she understands. But a lot of my friends think that I'm just dissing them and making excuses so I don't have to hang out. But that's not the case. So not a lot of people. Oh wow. That's awful. And I don't even know what to say to the shock therapy thing. I've watched movies. Um, I I can't imagine shock therapy because I didn't get a Halidol shot, but I saw a girl that got the shot and literally dropped to the floor, like bam, it hit her that hard. And because of trauma in my past, the idea of being that out of it, gone, like my surgeries are very traumatic for me because I know I'm under, and yeah, it is good to have a good husband. And then your granddad being in the mental hospital for 15 years, there was a girl there that they were threatening to send her to the mental hospital in Vernon, which is for the criminally insane. That's what it was. And it's not always that you're a criminal, but it's a long-term facility for people who can't seem to make it in society. And I felt real bad for her. I don't know what was wrong. I know the things she did. She did do some criminal stuff. She stabbed her ex-husband in the shoulder, but that's not why she was in the hospital at that time. And then she kept trying to hurt herself and stuff, and she couldn't seem to. They couldn't get meds straightened out, and so she was looking at. I don't know whatever happened to her. But I do feel for people that um partly because I've been there, and partly because um my daughter also was in one. So um I have one daughter that's bipolar and has PTSD. Well, all three of my daughters have PTSD. My oldest is bipolar, and then the middle one is autistic. And the younger twin, she's just mean. I love her, but she's mean. She's ornery. I don't think she's not afraid of hardly anything. But my husband's the one that's the biggest help to me. My husband and my friends. like Priscilla. It was bad here too, and still some parts of the United States. Um, Texas, when that's when I where I went to the mental hospitals, but I didn't have a therapist. They didn't have a lot. I couldn't access mental health resources as well there, and yeah. Well, Lizzie, my daughter Lizzie, um Lizzie's the one that's autistic, and it took me until just recently, and she's 19 years old, for someone to listen to me because I kept telling them that something wasn't. I'm not that something was wrong, but that she was different, and no one would listen to me. She didn't talk until she was 3, and then you couldn't hardly understand her. So that was frustrating for me. And then with my daughter Rihanna, it was a different kind of frustration because she always was angry. Like from day one, she was born screaming. She was always angry. And the psychiatrist told me, the last one I talked to said she was probably bipolar from the beginning, that she has more manic episodes where I have more depressive episodes, and that she just gets very angry when she's. But yeah, Texas, New Mexico, I've got access to mental health resources more, but a lot of people still, like, most of the homeless are mentally ill. That's not anybody's fault. But like when I see a homeless person, I won't just blow it off and think, oh, they're just a drug addict. I don't give them money because I do know that a lot of them are on drugs, whether they're self-medicating or they're just getting high, whatever. But I almost always try to give them food. And I've been trying to give them, like, if I have a crocheted object in my car, one day that I saw one lady standing out there and I gave her the hat I had. So I have a soft spot in my heart for people that have mental illness, like, and I connect better with somebody that's, because most people don't want to, even if it's just depression, it gives you a better outlook on other people's feelings, I think. um because we know what it's been through, and like Karen, she has a lot of medical issues going on, so I know that she must fight with depression regularly, and then on top of it, losing all those people makes it that much worse. But when you have a chronic illness, I don't know many people that don't fight depression, that suffer from a chronic illness, and especially if it's chronic pain. My migraines will put me into a bad depression when I have back-to-back migraines because I can't function. So what you making us for breakfast, Ange? Since it's early in the morning there. I'm supposed to get up and make French toast in the morning because my oldest daughter requested it. She doesn't live, her and her boyfriend don't live with us, but she requests me to make something every once in a while. And the other night she came over, I made fish tacos, and she came over to eat, and she was, what sounds real good is some French toast. So I'll be making French toast in the morning. Well, this morning because it's 12:37 a.m. So, but I'll probably make French toast, and I think I'm gonna have a lazy Saturday. I do have a few shopping clips of videos. I didn't make it to Hobby Lobby, Ange, but I might try to tomorrow. If me and LJ get up in time, I'll show you all the yarn they have at Hobby Lobby. And my goal is to get to send you some I love this yarn, because that's something y'all don't have in England. And Karen, do y'all have a Hobby Lobby? I think Darla said y'all don't have Hobby Lobbies. And so I'd like to send, like, random acts of kindness. That was kind of what I wanted to do, was like to send like yarn to people that they don't have that kind of yarn. bacon, hash brown. All that sounds good. I'm trying to go low carb, so I'd probably have to go without the hash browns. Oh, and I'm going to. I want to send you some I love this yarn because I don't know if you've ever used it. Not just that, I saw how excited you got. See, so Karen needs some too. Anyway, Karen, if you haven't watched Angie's video where she got her I think it was a giveaway you won, wasn't it, Ange? Anyway, she got so happy. It made me happy to see how happy she was. And I just like to see people get that happy because I get that way. I got stitch markers from Australia. I look up there because my Christmas cards are still all up there. And I got some stitch markers from Leah's handmade design. She's from Australia. Um, Her name's Leah. I think it's Leah's Handmade Designs, or she crochets. But she sent me some stitch markers, and one of them even had a little kangaroo, and I got so excited. I know you were happy. You were so excited. Like, you were so dang happy, and I made my husband watch it. Sorry. You don't want my husband watching you, but I was like, you gotta see how happy she is. I like to see people happy. In fact, when I'm feeling sad, it makes me happy to see other people happy. And see, I really like chatting with you ladies. I was gonna quit doing my channel. I'm gonna be honest. I was gonna quit because I watched some people and it was all about um getting subscribers. And I know it makes you feel good to get subscribers, but that seemed like that's all that they were like worried about. And then on top of that, there was one that did a video that it was kind of like she was putting people down, but doing it in a roundabout way and kind of putting the smaller channels down. And it really kind of put me off. And then I thought, well, why not just quit watching her? Why am I going to quit making my videos? Because as long as people want to watch me, I mean, I have regular watchers. Karen, Ange, Karen Smith, she watches me. She made me feel really good because she doesn't even have a YouTube channel. And I was feeling real bad one day. And she was like, I would watch you every day if you make your videos every day. Well, that made me feel special. And then my friend Priscilla always encourages me. She's one of my biggest fans. So that makes me happy. But and then Darla just tells me all the time, that's why I love you. Because we were talking about the poop emoji, because I have a cup that has a pink poop emoji on it. I am doing it for me. And like at first I thought, oh, I'm gonna do it. I started it because it just looked like fun and I wanted to find other crochet people. And then I was doing it because I actually feel better sometimes when I do my videos and kind of like share what's going on. And I like talking about yarn and crocheting because I don't have a lot of friends that do that. And my mom's passed, and so I don't have my mom and my aunt were the ones that I mostly talked to about yarn and crocheting. So, but and now it's just kind of like if I don't watch y'all or I don't get to do my videos so that you guys comment and I can kind of talk back and forth, then I'm kind of sad. Like that, those 2 days, I needed those 2 days to not do videos. But at the same time, I felt like I was missing something, like my day wasn't complete. And I'm glad that I have both of y'all on social media. I still have to ask, Lene is the one I need to ask Ange why we can't add each other on Facebook, because she's the only other person I've had that problem with, and she fixed something on her Facebook. So I don't know what needs to be done, but we should be able to add each other. So I got to figure out why it won't add you. And then when I figure out a Zoom, Karen, you better join in because I heard Zoom is like fun because you can see everybody and hear everybody's voices. That would be fun. I've not tried getting in on a Zoom because there's not too the people that are doing Zooms right now are not people that I would necessarily, not all of. There's one or two in the Zoom that I'd want to do it with. Hi, Donna. How are you? I'm not on for much longer. I wasn't gonna do one um alive because I was tired, and then last night it took forever for me to fall asleep, so I was like, well, I'll get on and do a live. Well, I'm glad you caught me. It would be fun to do a Zoom with like you, Karen, and Ange and Darla. Could you imagine Darla on a Zoom? And Linnea and Kelly, and so I'm gonna try to figure out the Zoom thing. If you have to do it on your phone, I probably won't be doing it for a while because my phone, I'm lucky it's still together. It's missing pieces in the screen on the. Here, I'll show y'all if y'all can see it good. Um. Oh, no, that's not what I was trying to show y'all. Can y'all see where this part of my phone? It still works, but you can see the piece. Yeah, that's my phone right now. That's my predicament. So if I have to do a Zoom on my phone, I can't. If I can't do it on the computer, then I'll have to wait because I'm not pushing that phone any past its limits. You see, my computer did some crazy stuff. So if I can do Zoom on my laptop, that would be a lot of fun. It'd be a lot of fun. Bridget and Vero, I thought they would join us, but Bridget's probably celebrating her birthday because it's officially her birthday. It's after midnight. Well, it's been that way in South Carolina for a little while. And Vero, she's an hour ahead of me. Like it's 12:44 here. It's 1:44 there. But I know that she's got little ones. So my kids are grown. Although they're in there watching a Disney movie, if y'all can hear it, my 19-year-olds. But at least they're not watching nasty stuff, so I should be thankful. Um, but yeah, Beto has little ones, so I think that's part of it. And that and Veto's just been going through a lot. Yeah, I'm young. Yeah, I'm not sure what movie they're trying to figure out which movie it is they're watching. They were laughing and singing earlier, and they could hear them because the walls in our house are really thin, and that's why I do it here in my bedroom. And then today, my video I did during the day, I did it in the car. It's 1:45 there too. Yeah, I knew Canada wasn't like you guys are kind of on the same. Like you guys aren't too far from us. She has been going through a lot, but where are you, Donna? Because I'm in New Mexico. Karen's in Canada. I'm trying to remember where you're from. Well, and Angie's from the UK with her cute little accent. I was trying to talk like a Canadian the other day. I was like, "Hey," they were laughing at me. You're from Georgia. Oh, so you're from? Who else is from Georgia? And there's somebody else that's from Georgia. Who am I thinking of? I have a friend on Idic who lives in Georgia. I think she lives in Valdosta, but I think there's a YouTuber in there in Georgia. So, because Bridget's in South Carolina. Yes, Linda, just a crochet sister. Yeah. I've been trying to watch through her videos. I'm trying to give her watch hours, but her videos aren't very long. But I did watch through all her videos, and then I'm gonna have my husband on his nights off watch through them. A little bit helps, right? Um, I still think there's somebody else from Georgia, but I can't place it. Or maybe it's Mimi said she's from Georgia. I don't know. But I do have a friend that used to live here that lives in Georgia now, and she's on my Facebook, and we chit chat back and forth. She wanted me to go visit her. Dan's working in London City today, and I have to go wake him up. Take care. Okay. Well, thank you, Ange, for joining, and you have a good day. Okay. I thought there were several in Georgia. I just can't seem to place them in my head right now. Um, and it seems like a lot of people are that way from me. Like, there's a few people in California and, like, Alaska, and Linnea's in Washington, but a lot of them that I watch are, like, Georgia, South Carolina, uh, those places. Have a good day, and yeah, when I get up tomorrow, I'll message you. I'll bug the crud out of you. Um, but a lot of people are is it east of me, that's it. And, I watch quite a few Canadians. I don't know, I watch everybody, but it seems like it's more the United States, it's people that are a lot later than I am, except for Linnea. I always forget that they're an hour behind. Is it behind me? Anyway, y'all get the idea. I'm apparently getting sleepy because I usually have this all figured out. I don't know because like Tammy from Twisted Stitches, she's in Florida. Bridget's in South Carolina. And that's like 2 hours ahead. 1 or 2 hours ahead. Bridget's birthday hit a couple hours ago, so I figured she was probably celebrating. Or they're also moving. They're moving out of their old house and getting ready. Well, they're starting to get ready to get out of that house, as long as all the paperwork goes through and the people don't back out at the last minute. So I'm excited because how cool is that? That close to your birthday for that to happen. That was us. We did the. Uh, we signed papers right before my birthday last year, and we were moving in on my birthday. Yeah, they're moving, and she's so excited. And when she shared it on her video, I already knew what it was about. I can't remember the title of it, but I was pretty sure. And then yeah, so I'm excited for her, and so a great birthday present because I know that's what she's been really wanting. So I'm happy for her. I don't think we'll get any weirdos, but I'll make Donna a mod. A mod. That probably won't be on much longer, but if Donna catches me live again, she'll be a mod. I'm not popular enough to have a troll. I'm not sad about that either. My husband does sober vlogs. Well, he does his music videos, and then he's been doing sobriety vlogs, and his email is on there. Well, some guy emailed him because my husband, I've done harder drugs than he has. I've not nothing to be. Hi, Sherry. Um, to be proud of, but I've tried some hard stuff. He's not. But he used to drink. He had a drinking problem. And so he started doing sober vlogs because it's a family thing for him, and he's really struggled with staying sober even just recently, and he's been sober over a year. And this guy emailed him and just got ugly. Like, talking about, you don't know real addiction. You weren't addicted to meth, and you weren't homeless and almost dead. And he was hateful to him. And that wasn't even a troll on his comments. That was some guy emailing him. And I'm a protective wife. I sure was like, you need to give me his email because I'll tell him something. But yeah, it was horrible. So I always worry, like, I get on my live and I'm like, I don't know how I'd react if I got some ugly old troll saying something nasty. I don't like ugly people. I'm not, my mom was one of those people, you could be ugly to her and she'd still smile and she was super sweet, okay? I wish I could say I was that person. I'm not. If you get ugly with me, I'm gonna get ugly with you. But I don't believe in being ugly for no reason and reaching out to be mean to people. Like, why? Why would you do that? You know what I mean? Like, that's people that are just unhappy. It's kind of like the whole thumbs down thing. I never give anybody a thumbs down. If I don't like your video, I just quit watching it. I don't give them a thumbs down. If somebody gave me a thumbs down, I'd want them to let me know why, at least. Like, listen, I gave you a thumbs down because, and even then, like, just because you didn't care for that video doesn't mean that the video sucked. It just means you didn't care for the video or what they were talking about. Or just don't give any, exactly. Like, I'll give a thumbs up or I just don't give any and I leave the video. I've only found a few people that offended me and I did unsubscribe. Like, if you say or do some stuff that really causes me problems, then I'll leave I'll unsubscribe, but I hardly ever unsubscribe. Even if I don't watch someone regularly, like if it's not someone I really enjoy watching, but I feel like they still have decent content, I will just turn the notifications off for them. And then there's the ones that I really like that I have all my notifications on for. Like, and then even then I still don't get all my notifications. Sometimes I get upset because somebody will have gone live and it didn't give me a notification. And then sometimes lately I get comments that I can read the comment in my email, but when I go to click on it to go to the video, where the comment's not there and I can't react to it. And it makes me sad because I try to always react to people's comments. And I've been trying really hard to leave comments to let people know that I watch their video. Because I know I like to know, like, I can't keep up with so and so liked your video, so and so subscribed. But if you comment regularly, I know you watch me, so that probably means you're subscribed. And if you talk about something in the video, I know you actually watched it. So, because I'm not one of these people, I don't want you to just run my videos and give me hours. If you like watch me because you like what I have to say, so there's some people that I just enjoy. That's what I was gonna say earlier. Like, there's some people that have a calming voice to me. Like, I watch them. It could be that you subscribe. I've been subscribing to a lot more, and I'm thinking that's why my notifications haven't been showing up. But there's some people I actually watch because they calm me. Um, Llama Mama Kayla, something about that woman. Um, not relaxes me. It's a stress reliever for me because she's so kind, and you can tell she really has a kind heart. Yes, and watch the entire video. Um, Llama Mama Kayla, I'll just run her videos to hear her talk because yes, she's precious. And her and Phoebe, I'll watch to get to watch Phoebe, and I'll listen because she's just, you can tell she has a kind soul. And then Mimi Cat Do, her videos are so relaxing to me. Like, I have to turn the volume up because she's so quiet. But at the same time, like, those are the ones, if I'm having a stressful day, I can put them on and it's not like I can just listen to them. And their voices are very calming to me. And then there's the ones that make me giggle. Darla, the crafty yarn owl, makes me giggle. Mimi, Mad Mimi's crochet. She's something. She always comes up with something. That's why I'm gonna start coming up with some weird stuff. Um, Set is another one that calms me. She's one that Madonna. Yeah, Madonna. Yeah, Madonna's she's yeah. I had a friend that's younger than me by a good, I think, 10 years and or more. We met we both had bariatric surgery. We met at our psyche evals for our bariatric surgery. And I promise you, if I can ever find a picture of her off her Facebook, because she passed in November, she looks like a younger version of Madonna and acts. She acted like Madonna. She did. I- That just, yeah, dry humor. Like, Tommy would say something, and I'd sit there like, is she being serious? Or, oh, she is precious. Like, you can you can tell that she's not always had it easy. Like, I don't know, there's something about Madonna that she's heartwarming, and then she's just funny. And you sit there, and my friend Tommy was like that. It was like, is she really serious or is she joking? My dad was kind of like that. People didn't know how to take my dad. Like, I would know when he was joking or not, but other people were like, I'd be like, my dad's just joking. Or he wasn't joking. I knew when he wasn't joking, but that's because I was his daughter. And yeah, um, Madonna makes me laugh. And she's got an endearing quality. And then Granny D, I watch her when I want to think about my mom and my Aunt Sherry, because there's just something about her that makes me think of them. And Nani 26, who's now changed to Benny, Grandma Benny. I think it's Grandma Benny. She just changed it because I got a notification. I was like, when did I start watching someone named Grandma Benny? It was her. She changed her name because she said there was too many nannies. And so I watch her because she really makes me think about my mom. And I just like it that she gets on. I wish my mom, I'd have been, yes, Granny Benny. Because it was Nani 26. And so then it popped. I was like, who is that? I usually, if I see something pop up, I remember subscribing to them because I might not have watched their videos. It might have been they subscribed to me. So I subscribed back just so that I would remember to go back and watch some of their videos and see if I liked them. Because sometimes I'm busy because we do get busy. And she popped up and I was like, where did she come from? And then I watched it and I was like, oh, it's one of my favorite people. She changed her name. So I was happy to see her. Yep, it was Nani 26. She changed it. And I actually, my FO, because this is FO Friday. Well, really, it's Saturday now. My FO is the puppy sweater that I posted in my video earlier today, but I also have an FO for the 2020 challenge. Uh, yeah, it freaked me out when I saw her name. I didn't know who she was, and I thought, wow, YouTube is adding people to my list that I don't know about, but it was her. Um, I have a FO. I made a cowl for the 2020, but we're not supposed to post those till the 20th, so I'm saving it. But that I made for Granny Benny, Nani 26. That's what she'll be to me, Nani 26. But I made a cowl for her because she had that. I think she had shoulder. She had some kind of surgery on her arm. She can't do a lot of crocheting, and she wasn't even sure if she'd be able to crochet before the 20th. And so I told her I'd make. So I made a cowl, and then I've got a hat to make. That'll be my part of it, and I'm just going to donate it as a set to somewhere. I haven't decided where. I was gonna send her the cow, and she said no, for me to just not use not spend money saving it or sending it and just donate it. So that's what I'm gonna do. But yeah, I love watching her because she's so much like my mom. Cotton picking challenge, and then the stash buster for Tito. See, Sherry. I was just talking about how I was gonna do the yarn bingo, which I think yarn bingo won't be so bad because I can follow it each month and I'm just gonna go ahead and make the stuff I was gonna make, like, if I get orders or whatever, and if I get to, mark it off, then I get to mark it off, and if not, I'm not gonna stress over that one. I'm just gonna let the how's it? Let the something lay as they well, anyway, just let it happen. I'm not gonna specifically go and, "Okay, I'm gonna do this because it's on there." Then I'm doing a stash buster with, chronically crochet is it Sandy from Chronically Crocheting? Is that her name? I got a card from her just yesterday. Um, let me find. Crystal. Sandy, where'd I get that from? Crystal, from Chronically Crocheting. I'm doing her stash buster, and I'm doing a cowl. That's why I did the cowl for the 2020 is because then I can also do it'll count for crystals. And then part of the yarn bingo is a scarf and hat. So does a cowl count as a scarf? Because it is kind of a scarf, right? So if I were to do a hat and a cowl that match, that would be a scarf and hat set, I would think. So that will mark off that one on yarn bingo. So I'm kind of trying to make them like, if I'm doing something, make it work for it. Kind of like I'm making my friend Lisa a Mulan inspired sleepyhead doll for her son Keldon's first baby. And so that'll work for the doll part of the yarn bingo. But I don't I, I don't want to get overwhelmed. Like I did the vlogmases, those were easy to me. I think so too. The vlogmases were easy for me. There were some days I just got on there and I said it's vlogmas day such and I don't have a lot to say. I think it counts as a scarf. I mean, it still goes around your neck. So I'll ask Llama Mama, but I think it does. But so I'll get to show that to y'all on the 20th. I'm excited because I used I can't even talk. Used Painted Desert because I got some. I had ordered some when Hirschner's had their Black Friday sale, and then my husband got me a mystery bag from Hirschner's, and it had even more in there. So I'm using some of that because that's a stash buster. Because now I have plenty of it, so it'll work. Where's the gingham? Oh yeah, the gingham. You know, I thought about doing that, but I had already decided to do the other ones, and if I get too much going, I cause myself anxiety. And so I don't even know if I'll stick. I was gonna try to do Scraptastic Yarns Stash Buster too, and I think that's gonna be just too much because she's doing a crochet along. I think she's making a shawl. I can't remember. Long duster out of the Painted Desert. I would love to see that, Donna. I think that would make real pretty, but I'm making a cowl and a hat with the Painted Desert to see how the cowl came out pretty nice. It did. And I think somebody will really be happy with it. Uh but after this set, I think I'm gonna try something different with the Painted Desert. I just haven't decided yet. Well, thank you for joining me, Karen. I'm probably going to bed soon too, because in case you can't tell, I'm tired. And my back, of course, it's not like it was the last time I did my live because I found a comfortable spot. But um, Karen, as soon as I get your mail, I'll message you and let you know. And I'm glad you came in. Tell Darla she missed it. That turd. I'll make sure I am. Well, thanks, ladies, for joining my live. I am a night owl usually, but it is 1 o'clock here. It's later for y'all. Oh, you're so sweet, Donna. Um, but I think I probably need to end it too. I've been on for almost 2 hours, and there was time before that because I had to restart my computer, and everybody was watching me and hearing me, and they thought it was pretty funny. It probably was pretty funny because you could hear other videos going. I don't know. My computer got possessed, so I will have a shopping Saturday tomorrow, but it won't be nothing spectacular. See, it's 2 there, it's 1 here, and I didn't sleep good last night. My back was spasming. Then when my back spasms stopped, I got my restless leg syndrome kicked in, and then I got up this morning and I took a tiny nap today. But I hope that means I'm gonna sleep real hard tonight. In fact, my hubby should be coming home in an hour for his break. He comes and he snuggles with me for a little while on his break. So I hope you ladies have a good day because it's daytime now. Well, morning, AM. Have a good day, and thank you. I really appreciate y'all coming. So good night, and 3. It's early, Donna. Roosters will be crowing soon where you're at. But good night, everybody. Y'all have a good night, okay? Mwah.